If there's one idea that has quietly shaped the modern money mindset and quietly wrecked millions of bank accounts, it's this. If you can afford the monthly payment, you can afford it. Car lots whisper it, furniture ads scream it. Phones, vacations, appliances, even sneakers now come with easy payments. The culture trained us to think in months, not in math. And once you buy that lie, you stop asking the only questions that actually build wealth. What's the total cost? What's the interest? What's the risk? What do I own when the payments end? This is the biggest financial lie of our time because it flips wealth mechanics on their head. You don't build wealth with payments, you build wealth with ownership. Today, we'll dismantle the payment myth, show how it traps even smart people, and replace it with a simple operating system that puts you back in control, not with guilt, with clarity. The lie: payments make things affordable. Payments make things feel affordable. That's different. By shrinking big numbers into small monthly bites, sellers lower your pain while raising their profit. The sticker price becomes irrelevant. You stop comparing value and start comparing payments. Meanwhile, fees, interest, and extended terms turn a $1,200 phone into $1,600, a $25,000 car into $38,000, and a $3,000 couch into free financing that costs you hundreds in invisible ways. Affordability is not about whether the monthly number fits, it's whether the purchase improves your life after total cost and risk. How the payment culture keeps you broke. 1. It bloats your fixed costs. A life built on payments has a high monthly burn. High burn equals low freedom. If income dips, you drown fast, not because you're irresponsible, but because your baseline is heavy. 2. It compounds against you. Interest is a reverse investment. Every financed want is principal working for someone else. Even 0% promotions often hide fees, deferred interest traps, or opportunity costs that keep you from buying assets. 3. It erases your margin for error. Emergencies become debt. Debt becomes payments. Payments become stress. Stress becomes bad decisions. The cycle is profitable for lenders. 4. It trains your brain to shop by minimum pain rather than maximum value. You will always be able to find a payment that fits. That doesn't make it wise. 5. It steals compounding from you. Money tied to payments can't buy assets. Years later, you've owned dozens of things, and nothing owns anything for you. Payments versus ownership, the real difference. Ownership has an end date. Payments do not, because you never stop starting new ones. People on the payment treadmill constantly renew their obligations. Car, to phone, to furniture, to subscription stack, to BNPL cycles. Owners buy fewer things, buy them better, maintain them longer, and invest the difference. Owners measure life by runway, months you can live if income stops. Payment people measure life by room, how many new bills can fit before it hurts. One creates calm, the other creates constant negotiation. The 3 questions that shatter the lie. Before any financed purchase, ask, what is the total cost of ownership, TCO? Price, taxes, fees, interest, insurance, maintenance, accessories, opportunity cost. What does this do to my runway? How many months of expenses can I cover if income paused? What do I own at the end? And is it worth the time and stress I traded? If the answers make you queasy, the payment isn't affordable. It's just digestible. Where the lie shows up and how to replace it. Cars. The pitch. It's only $589 a month. The truth? A 72 to 84-month loan turns a tool into a shackle with higher insurance and taxes to match. The replacement? Reliable used after the steepest depreciation, shorter terms, or radical idea, no payment at all. Maintain it and redirect the saved payment into assets. Phones and gadgets. The pitch. $0 today, just $35 a month. The truth? Carrier financing locks you in, bundles insurance, and normalizes an upgrade habit. The replacement? Buy last year's model outright, keep devices longer, and self-insure with your emergency fund. Furniture and appliances. The pitch. No interest for 12 months. The truth? Miss a detail and deferred interest backdates. The replacement? Sinking funds. Save monthly in a labeled account and pay cash. If you must finance, use a short term you can cover easily and calendar the payoff date. Travel and lifestyle. The pitch. BNPL in 4 easy payments. The truth? Splitting 4x doesn't make it prudent, it makes it forgettable. The replacement? Pre-fund a travel or joy account and cap trips to what that bucket can cover. Subscriptions. The pitch. Just $9.99 a month. The truth? Stack 10 of those and you're leaking a car payment. The replacement? Rotate platforms and run a quarterly audit. Keep, downgrade, cancel. Housing. The pitch. If you can afford the mortgage, you can afford the house. The truth? Taxes, insurance, maintenance, 1 to 3% annually, utilities and commute costs often dwarf the mortgage. The replacement? Buy the payment you can carry in stress and in recessions, not the max the bank approves. Opt for efficient space over performative footage. The psychology behind the lie and how to disarm it. Present bias. Now feels bigger than later. Fix it by labeling goals with today's emotion. Freedom Fund, Sabotage 2027, down payment. Anchoring. You fixate on the first monthly number you hear. Fix it by running TCO first and refusing to discuss payments until you know the all-in price. Loss aversion. Cutting a payment feels like losing comfort. Fix it by framing the gain. Canceling this yields plus $600 a year to my opportunity fund. Social proof. Everyone finances, so it feels normal. Fix it by curating your circle and feeds. Follow people who normalize ownership, not optics. The ownership operating system replaces the payment mindset. 1. Pay yourself first automatically. On payday, money moves before you can spend. Part to emergency runway, part to simple low-cost investments. You're funding the owner, not the borrower. 2. Cap fixed costs. Keep your essential monthly burn less than 50 to 60% of take-home if possible. Every percent under that is freedom, room for opportunity, not more payments. 3. Sinking funds for predictable big purchases. Create labeled buckets: car replacement, home maintenance, tech, medical deductible, travel. Contribute monthly. When the expense arrives, you pay cash calmly. 4. Buy once, use long protocol. Choose durable, repairable gear. Track cost per use, not sticker price. Replace when function, not boredom, requires it. 5. The 24-hour, 30-day rule. Impulse gets a day. Big wants get a month. If desire survives, you'll buy smarter or not at all. 6. Runway and ratio dashboard. Track 3 numbers monthly. Months of runway, savings rate, money invested/saved divided by take-home, and asset-to-debt ratio. If these are improving, you're compounding, even if your car is boring. Case study: same income, 2 lives. Aiden and Mia each net $4,500 per month. Aiden's payment life: $1,900 rent, $589 car, $140 insurance, $150 phone and insurance, $220 subscriptions, $300 BNPL cycles, $400 dining delivery. After bills, almost nothing flows to assets. Runway, about 0.7 months. Stress, high. One hiccup and the dominoes fall. Mia's ownership life: $1,700 rent, split with a roommate. Paid off used car, $70 maintenance average. $60 phone on a budget carrier. Rotated subscriptions, $40. Cash-funded travel. She invests $600 a month, saves $300 to Runway and $200 to sinking funds. Runway, 4 months and growing. Stress, low. Options, many. Same income, different operating systems. One funds lenders, the other funds Mia. The 90-day payment to owner reset. Month 1, awareness and quick wins. Print 90 days of statements. Highlight recurring payments. Cancel 2. Rename your savings to Runway. Do not dip below X dollars. Set a small automatic transfer the day after payday. Move shopping apps off the home screen. Disable one-tap purchases and retailer notifications. If you have debt, pick one balance and pay $50 extra each payday. Month 2, structure and substitution. Open sub-savings, car, home, tech, travel, auto-transfer small amounts. Swap one financed want for a cash-funded plan. Example: skip a phone upgrade, add $40 a month to tech fund. Negotiate one bill, internet, insurance, and redirect the savings to Runway. Month 3, burn rate and buying rules. Downshift one major cost: housing, roommate, transport, sell or downside, or subscriptions, rotate. Create your 24-hour, 30-day rules in writing. Share with one trusted friend for benign accountability. Increase investments by 1 to 2% of take-home, lock in the habit, even if tiny. After the reset, how to avoid relapse. Celebrate progress, not purchases. Mark each month your Runway grows. Reward with time and people, not payments. Keep a tiny fun budget so the system feels generous. Deprivation cracks systems, design sustains them. Let raises widen the gap. When income rises, split the raise. Half to investments and runway, half to life. Payments don't get a vote. What about good debt? Debt for appreciating, cash-flowing assets, a conservative mortgage, a business with real margins, education that raises income with high certainty can be a tool. But the standard is strict. Is there a clear path to ROI? Is the rate fixed and affordable under stress? Do you have runway if assumptions wobble? If not, it's not good, it's optimistic. The hidden cost of affordable payments, your attention. Every payment rents space in your head. Due dates, autopay glitches, did that clear yet? These are cognitive taxes. Owners have fewer of these. Fewer tabs open in your brain equals more energy for income, family, health, and creativity. The monthly payment isn't just a money cost, it's a life cost.
The question that ends the lie. Before you accept a low monthly payment, ask, is this payment buying me freedom or selling it? If the answer is freedom because it removes a bigger cost, buys you time to earn more, or funds an asset that pays you back, proceed. If it's selling your freedom, locking you into fragility for a feeling, walk away. The biggest financial lie of our time is that affordability is a monthly number. Real affordability is whether a purchase, after total cost and risk, leaves you with more options than you had before. Payments make merchants rich. Ownership makes you free. Build an operating system that funds runway and assets first, caps fixed costs, and uses cash-funded sinking plans for everything else. Do it for 90 days and your bank account will look different. Do it for 900 days and your life will. You're not anti-nice things, you're pro-freedom. That's the truth that replaces the lie.